Build your own spade.
People are increasingly separated from the origins of the products they use. People don't know where the items they use on a daily basis are from, nor do they understand how they were made. Mass manufactured products are not built for real people, but for abstract profiles, and many manufacturing processes are unethical or include pointless inefficiency. Parallel to these human issues is our disregard for the planet. Climate change is impacting everyone on Earth currently, only worsening as time goes by. Management of forests is one of many key methods for combating the onslaught of climate change. Since enclosure, land has been a key component of power, with ruling classes owning swathes of land all over the country. Forest has historically been unprofitable, so naturally landowners decided it was in their best interest to deforest land in order to generate money. Every year, 15 million hectares of forest are cleared. Addressing this imbalance by reforesting will prove key to our continued survival on this planet. Trees sequester carbon, provide habitats for increasingly unbalanced and damaged ecosystems, prevent flooding, clean the air, and provide valuable food and resources for both people and nature. It's obvious that planting and managing trees is not only a good thing, but an essential step in preventing extinction. But what do you need to plant trees? You need a spade. You can buy a spade off the shelf, but when you buy products, you're voting with your money. Voting for a system which has deforested Britain and is continuing to do so abroad. A system which exploits workers and users and generates profit for people with their own interests in mind. Avoiding supporting these practices is a choice. You can choose to address this power imbalance, taking the process into your own hands, meaning less money goes into an ethical practice in large corporations. The Build Your Own Spade project is aimed at showcasing a different approach to design, one which avoids exploitation and environmental harm, and addresses the gap between the user and the designer. Through considerable research into how to best fulfill the needs of the person being designed for, I stumbled upon a chapter in the book How Things Don't Work by Victor Papanek on DIY and kit design. Papanek argued that it increased understanding in a product and allowed for monetary savings. However, if this approach to design could be adapted such that the kit isn't even required, this would make the process a lot more streamlined and adaptable in terms of budget, tools, and the end product. The Build Your Own Spade booklet is intended to provide both inspiration and instruction. Whilst the instructions provide fairly open, non-prescriptive steps on how to create spades with minimal materials and tools, the project seeks to open people's minds to the possibilities of user design, empowering people to believe that they can indeed create their own tools. Wealth is our ability to carry on living in comfort for a given amount of time. It has a physical component of materials and resources and a knowledge component. Under typical production systems, the necessity for profit means that the price of an item is not reflective of the production costs. A spade off the shelf isn't worth the price on the label, otherwise it wouldn't be in the seller's interest to sell it to you. Many products are passed from company to company, going through various processes from raw materials to saleable product, with the price of various components and materials rising many times, profit being skimmed off at each stage. If you personally make an item, you have control over it, making it suit your budget and setup, and avoiding being fleeced at any point. But, most crucially, your real wealth increases as you've gained knowledge. Self-design as such makes far more economic sense to the user than engaging in commercial purchasing. Profit is also the root of other problems in design. As the goal of business, profit encourages companies to ignore environmental issues and treat workers as badly as they can get away with. By engaging with self-design, people reduce the amount of harm they make and reduce the amount that big businesses make. Not only does self-design make ethical and economic sense, but it also makes practical sense. When building an item yourself, you're able to tailor an item to your personal circumstances. In the case of the Build Your Own Spade booklet, you can create a spade designed for you, as opposed to a non-existent demographic model. Spades bought off the shelf are built to be used by an average-sized, average-strength, able-bodied man. For users who don't fit into this specification, most people, building your own spade allows you to make something personalised by need. Inclusive design is not a niche approach, it's common sense. The spade was an emblematic selection for a self-design approach, embodying rugged functionality and shaped not by styling or fashion but through utility. The booklet consists of illustrations/pictures aimed at providing maximal clarity combined with instructions in a clear readable font. The instructions aren't too closed or domineering, but aim instead to provide useful information and enough inspiration to encourage someone without relevant skills to try. build your own spade.